Hello and welcome back to Alice Talks Football, and in today's video it's going to be 5 things we learnt from Club Brugge 1, Manchester United 1, and if you want my honest opinion on the game, because this is a bit of a post-match reaction, it was a bit of a shit game, wasn't it? It was just boring. The tactics were poor from Ole. I was a bit bored. I'll take the 1-0 draw. Like, I would rather win it, but at least we have the away goal. But yeah, it was just pretty crap. But make sure to hit that like button, subscribe down below to Alice Talks Football so you don't miss any football related or Manchester United related content from me. So the first thing we're going to talk about is just how poor we were, especially defensively in the first half, especially the first 35 minutes. We were just all over the place. We were too slow. The problem is Maguire and Lindelof were too slow and the fullbacks were too far forward. So one through ball and we're dead because there's no pace in the defence, and because the fullbacks were just out of line and too wide to get in, as soon as the through ball came in, we were screwed. You know, it was 2 or 3 times that they actually caught our defence out because we were just stupidly slow in defence, and the defence was awful. But obviously we improved a lot in the second half, and after Martial scored we improved a lot, but the first half an hour, one of the worst half an hour football I've seen Manchester United play. They were the better team, understandably, for the first half an hour. The second thing we learned is Martial is class. Now, a lot of people hate on Martial, and look, he can be inconsistent, but I always like Martial. I think he's a brilliant player, and I actually think he's criminally underrated and criminally over criticised. He never gets the ball because of the midfield is so bad. He's starved the ball. That's not his fault, but when he does get the ball, 9 times out of 10 he takes his chance. He got that ball from the halfway line out of nothing. He got it himself, so he's not lazy. He sprang from like half the pitch and then placed it in. He had so much time to think. Most players would have probably messed that up. I mean, did you see Batshuayi at Chelsea? You know, some of our fans complain about Martial, but Batshuayi, come on. Like, I think Martial is a great player. You almost got a second one, but it was a brilliant save from Mignolet. But I just think the Martial hate needs to stop, because we just know with Martial, like, if he gets the service, you know, if he's got good players around him actually creating something for him, he will score. And you know, I think he's got 10 Premier League goals and 14 goals in total this season, which isn't really that bad considering he's missed 2 months out of injury. So I think we need to stop the Martial hate, people. The third thing is, and this is not something I've learnt from this game, but in general, I've noticed in a lot of games that we've just been so poor in the first half, but we come out much better in the second half. And I'm not saying we were amazing in the second half. We were much better than the first half. The first half was so bad that the second half felt good. Obviously, we had Bruno and Fred on, obviously made massive difference, because obviously games were won and lost in the midfield, and the midfield was crap that we put out initially, and Bruno and Fred really strengthened the midfield. But this is a point, so this is tying in with the other point, the third point. But I just feel like in Europa League games and cup games, we just sat back for the first half an hour, 45 minutes, with AZ Alkmaar, it's 0-0 at half time, then we won 4-0, with Colchester when we played them. I think with United, we need to just stop being so passive against little teams. Just go at them and score, and I think we don't do that, and that's what I don't like. We're just too defensive. The fourth thing we learned, okay, and this is Bruno masterclass. Now, I'm not saying it was a masterclass from Bruno Fernandes, but when Bruno Fernandes came on, he just makes such a difference, and we didn't even do much in the game, but the most active part of the game for us was the last 10 minutes, and that's when Bruno Fernandes was on the pitch. Yes, Mata was offside, but brilliant chance created to Mata. He did a few over the head passes out wide. Whenever he got the ball, I saw him wait with the ball, and then he saw Matic run and pass it. What Lingard doesn't have, what Pereira doesn't have, is this intelligence. When Bruno gets the ball, he looks around. He doesn't just see the one player. He looks around, looks at the options, understands that players are going to make runs here, and understands player intelligence. Because I think he makes such a difference to the team. And I know he's only on for 10 minutes, but when he got the ball, I was excited, because when Lingard got the ball, it's just he dots the ball, dribbles forwards a bit, looks back, passes it back to Matic. When Bruno Fernandes got the ball, that something happened, and I just think he makes a big difference. And you tell that we really need him, because yes, Mata's a good player, but this wasn't Mata's game. He was a ghost, and I just think that Bruno Fernandes was brilliant for the 10 minutes he was on. I'm not saying he's brilliant, but I'm saying he was the best player on the pitch in the last 10 minutes, and we played the best in the last 10 minutes. In my opinion, I thought Bruno Fernandes, made an impact, but unfortunately we didn't get a goal from it. But yeah. The fifth point I'm going to make, and this is another negative, and it's just wasting possessions. I know it was rainy and the conditions were bad, but there was so many times we got the ball, especially with Lingard, that we just got the ball and we just passed it away, or we just took a bad touch. I'm not going to go on in Lingard, because I think in the first half Mata was awful, and I do think Mata wasted a lot of his chances on the ball in the second half. I think Mata and Lingard, I was not very impressed with either of them, but we just got the ball and we just wasted possession. Well, this is a game where we're meant to dominate possession, but whenever we got the ball, we didn't really do anything with it, and it was just like, we gave the ball away so much. And in the first half, it was almost like we were playing with 9 men, because the defence and the midfield and the attack were not connecting as a three. It was just the defence, the midfield and attack. It wasn't a team, it felt like. And I just feel like Mata and Lingard were invisible men in the first half, you know. I think Lingard was probably better than Mata. I just feel like it was like we're playing with 9 men, and obviously we were terrible in the first half. I think that's partly due to it. So this is Alice Talks Football, and that's 5 things we learnt from Manchester United 1-1 draw in the first leg of the Europa League round of 32. I'm not very happy. It was a bit of a shit game. It was a bit boring. We didn't play brilliant. Obviously we didn't lose, so I'm not annoyed. You know, if we lost, I've been very annoyed, but I think we still should win this game anyway, even if it's a 1-0 or a 2-1, because then it's just easier for us at Old Trafford, and we could just bang out a few of the little kids in. And, you know, Club Brugge, they could surprise us at Old Trafford, and if we got knocked out of the Europa League this early, I wouldn't be happy. But thank you for watching this video. Make sure to hit that like button and subscribe down below to Alice Talks Football so you don't miss any content from me. I do videos after every Man United game of 5 things we learned and a post-match reaction, and yeah, see you next time.